Welcome to Tools and Needles, episode 2, the podcast where we talk about books and knitting and whatever else is on our mind.
Yeah. Anything in between.
Anything in between. So pull up a chair, grab your beverage, and let's get going. What are you drinking tonight, Becca?
Tonight I'm drinking some Celestial Country Peach Passion with a spoonful of honey because it's already a sweet tea, and with the honey it makes it delicious. And it's nice and homey on this lovely evening.
I can't imagine you drinking tea without honey. So
there's some that like requires honey, and there's some that very little honey.
Some degree of honey, though, always.
Exactly, yes. There's some degree of honey.
I am drinking holy basil chai from Mountain Rose Herbs, which is just a local. I know. It's a local tea, and like they sell essential oils and soaps and natural.
Local apothecary.
Yeah, local apothecary. That's great. But they make delicious tea, and I love their chai. So. They have a whole bunch of, we have the turmeric one as well, but I'm drinking the holy basil chai today.
It's a good choice. I've had it before. I really like it.
Yeah.
Again, delicious with honey.
I don't put, though. I'm a pretty bitter beverage person. I don't think I'm a bitter person normally, but I'm a beverage person for sure. Anyway, so I guess we should explain who we are if people don't know. I am Helen, the dyer behind Pixel Sheep Fiber. You can find all of my information down below if you want to come follow me on Instagram or check out my Etsy store. And Becca?
I'm RM Seidler, the author behind the Key to Time series, and my website's below with my Instagram, Twitter, and all that jazz.
Follow her. She's hilarious. I have lots of yarn, but she's hilarious. So, should we start with books today, or should we start with knitting today? I actually have quite a bit of knitting.
Go for it. I'm happy to continue to work on my sweater, so go for it.
Should I start with finished objects or what I'm working on?
Oh, show what you finished. I liked your project.
Okay. I finished 2 sweaters. I'm only going to show one. I'll give you kind of a sneak peek of the other one, but it's test knit, so I don't really want to show it until it comes out. So I finished my Riley sweater. I still have to wash and block it and weave in the ends, as you can tell from the dangly bits, but she's done. Got the cowl.
Yay.
Ready for the birthday girl next week. So I got that one done. And then I got my test knit one done in my high colorway. I love it.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It finally, I finished it a week ago, and like right when I got finished with it, the weather decided to hit 90 and stay there. So it's like, well, I have this wonderful new sweater and it's not going to happen. I'm not putting it on. I mean, I tried it on to see if, how it looked. It was really nice for washing and blocking it because I washed it and it blocked in a matter of hours.
Ooh.
There was no overnight blocking. But this morning I woke up and it was drizzly and 70 degrees as opposed to 90, and I got to wear it for a little bit before it heated up. It was wonderful.
Yay.
So those are my finish objects. What are you working on, Becca?
So I have not finished anything since we last met. Actually, that's not true. I finished editing a novel.
But for knitting, that's kind of huge.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. But more on that later. I've started the back shoulders of my first ever sweater that I've had to call Helen for quite a bit because it's unlike anything I've ever done. But I'm using her Quincy yarn that's really nice to work with. And I keep snuggling with it as I did with the swatch. And it's my favorite color. I did, however, kind of make the mistake of choosing everything green because it's my favorite color, which means occasionally it gets kind of lost on the needles because
Okay.
it's one of the same colors. But speaking of needles, I splurged, and Knit Picks was having a sale. So I got this beautiful case, again, in my favorite color. Yay, green.
I see a theme.
Yeah, and then yeah, all the different size needles. And I'm really excited to attempt a hat since I have multiple needles and I can now do multiple projects.
You can. And I can send you all the projects and tell you to cast on all the things. And follow me down the rabbit hole that is knitting. Tons of stuff.
Lead on.
It's wonderful. We have fun here. We're not at all crazy.
No, I do have to say though, we're currently watching Dark on Netflix, and we like it in the original German. It's so good, but it's definitely it's fantastic. We're on the third season now, but really hard to knit while reading German, or while listening to German and reading subtitles.
We tried to. It was on HBO. It was a Norwegian show. We were watching it, and I had the same thing. I'm like, I just want to knit, but I have to pay attention and read subtitles because I speak no Norwegian. German, I could probably do. I could probably just listen and knit and follow along well enough, but not Norwegian. I don't speak that at all. I haven't gotten too much done, but I've made it a little bit farther.
Oh, there's some progress there.
Yeah.
Those look nice.
So I'm probably gonna start separating for the heel soonish. I haven't quite decided how long I want it. This is the first one, so it's kind of, I'm making it up as I go. I'm not following a pattern. So.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then, what else do I have here? I have my owl that I'm working on.
Oh.
I have, all the knitting is done. I just have to sew it together and put the eyes in. So I've got all my feathers that go on the back. This is from the Harry Potter book. Tanis. I don't remember her last name. I'll post the pattern below, but it's fun. My son really wanted it, so I've been working on that.
Has he named it yet?
Has
he named the owl yet?
He hasn't. He hasn't named the owl yet. I'm working on a comfort fade party, but I think I showed it last time and I have made absolutely no progress, so I'm not going to pull that out. And then last but not least, I am working on, I cast on something new because I finished 2 sweaters, so naturally I have to have another one. And after the last podcast where we discussed the fact that I have yet to make my husband a single thing, I am working on the Cozy Hubby sweater for him.
Ooh.
In Fireblight colorway, which will be shown later as well. Yeah.
Oh, so this pattern doesn't have you starting with the shoulders.
What was that?
It doesn't look like you're starting with the shoulders on this one.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is like the neck hole. It's going in the round and then going down.
Oh, okay, so you're following something different than I'm doing.
Yeah. You're doing your top and panels and then we'll knit it down. This is just a raglan straight down.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Just a different sweater construction. And then I'll come back and pick up a cowl for him after the main body of the sweater is knit. So that
I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to add a cowl to this, but we'll see.
You could, yeah. You have to come back and knit the neck line. I can't talk. Knit the neckline on that one anyway, so you can. Yeah. So those are all my works in progress. I spooled up some more yarn. I'm going to start a project for my middle child, who's been asking for a sweater for months. So I got the I balled up the yarn to start on that. I'm going to design that one myself too. So we'll see if I get knitting on it, but it's not actually a work in progress yet. It's a work in progress in my mind, but not in physical reality.
Good for you, starting from scratch, making your own patterns.
Well, he wants something very specific that doesn't exist, as he would.
Yeah. Yep, that does not surprise me.
All right. So now to the exciting bit of the podcast. What have you been on, Becca? Talk to us. Tell us about this book.
So Some authors love the editing process. I do not. I'm really kind of a second draft person, but editing, especially the nitty gritty, is a little bit rough. Super, absolutely necessary. But one of my editors really got on me for this for Quincy Book 2, the fact that I use a lot of filler words. And for those of you who've just started writing, or you maybe haven't gotten to the editing process, or who have kind of an interest in writing, there's 30 filler words, but your top ones are that, just, only, and really. So to give you an idea, I word searched the word that and came up with 783 examples of the word that in a 340 page document. It's kind of bad. So if you go through it, you'll find there's quite a few times that you can just delete it completely out of the sentence, and it speeds up the sentence. It gets close, it gets you closer to the action, and you just delete it completely. So I deleted almost 400 instances of the word that, and quite a few reallys and of those other ones, and went down the list. I'll have to link the document, the 30 filler words, and it really just helps the wording of your book, your story. So it's tedious, but it's worth it. But yes, I'm really excited. While I was working on Quincy Book 2, actually before Quincy Book 2 had edited, I had my other work in progress edited, and I put it aside to finish Tempest Fugit. And so I felt kind of bad, and it was time to pull it out. And so for the last 6 months, I've been editing that. And so now that's done, and it's in test readers and all that before I figure out what next. And I get to start with something new.
That's always fun. You like that part.
It's fun and terrifying.
Makes sense.
So that's what I'm up to.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's done-ish. I mean, it's not published, but it's done-ish.
No, I'll have to do the whole literary agent debacle and query letters and all that jazz.
This is a good one, though.
I'm pretty excited.
Brilliant book. We will let you know all the details, everyone, as soon as there's details to know.
As soon as there's details to know.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know what Helen's doing this weekend.
Reading. So much reading. I love reading, so it's perfectly okay. Speaking of reading, are you reading any good books these days? What are you?
I am. I actually inhaled the first book, and I'm on the second one. It's a Japanese name, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to butcher this name. But I will tell you the title. So the first book in this series, it's called The Beast Master, or excuse me, The Beast Player. And the second one is The Beast Warrior. And it is a Japanese author, and they've translated it into English, and they've actually made an anime or a manga out of it. And it's really, really good. So if you're looking for a good read, I definitely suggest these.
Ooh, I might have to look into that. I just finished my book. Luckily, I've got a new one.
Excellent timing.
Over to read, so, but I just finished reading The Discovery of Witches yet again. I've read it a couple times now.
Because it's such a good book. Good series.
I read the whole trilogy, and I read the Times Convert. So it's with the trilogy, but it's afterward.
It's Marcus, right?
Yeah, it's about Marcus.
Okay. We just found out that they've delayed season 2 till January, and my heart broke a little bit.
I know. Discussion with them about what fall is.
Yeah, fall 2020.
I guess we can't complain too much. It's still coming out. It's not
That's
like
true.
delayed until the COVID vaccine. So there is.
That's very true.
Everything's taking a little longer. We can't complain. It's okay.
I know.
Yet again. It's fine.
2020 strikes again.
2020 strikes again. We just found out that our kids aren't going back to school until at least December. It's been a 2020 week.
There you go.
Yeah. It just means we get to No, we can't travel. Never mind.
No. Save money to travel next year?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we are saving money for traveling later on. So there's that. But that's what I've been reading. What did I read right before then? I read a couple good books, but I'm forgetting the name of them, so we won't talk about them. But
Well, enjoy your projects and your reading this weekend.
yes, I will give you lots of updates. I'm also reading the Tempest Fugit book again, so.
Yay.
But I'm gonna put it aside for the new one that I have to get through quickly. But
It's kind of exciting to understand.
We're going camping, so hopefully we'll have some reading time. Hopefully.
Yeah. I have a couple art projects regarding a lamp made out of slides that I'm working on. So the jump rings I got from Michael's they were too small, so I gotta go back and get 2 sizes up for it to fit on the lampshade.
That'll be fun though.
Yeah. I'll post pictures when it's done. Huh?
It's really nice to have something physical, crafty, but also mindless to do right now.
Yeah. It helps a lot. It feels like you're accomplishing something and you're being artistic. So I feel like I'm checking 2 boxes off.
Yeah, it's also kind of I have some new colorways since our last podcast. Should I
Yes.
show and tell? So I've been busy. I got a new shipment of dyes in, and it's been really fun. So the first one that I pulled out, there's no particular order to this. I'm just grabbing them out of the bag. Is my Harvey colorway with greens and browns and a little bit of red in there, based on
Why Harvey?
Harvey from Stardew Valley.
Oh, okay.
He's a doctor character. He's adorable.
Aww.
A little sad. And I got our new tags in just today. I'm excited. So
those are super cute.
You can see it really. It's
Yep.
No. They're cute. So there's one. And the next one I have here is kind of a messy. Is Twilight Princess.
Ooh, yeah, I like that one a lot.
It's kind of getting blown out, but it's grays, like blue grays, and a little bit of pink in there. It's really pretty. It's one of my favorites. Fireblight, which is the one you saw earlier that I'm working on my husband's sweater with.
So it looks like Phoenix to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's Fireblight. And Anne. It's kind of a golden mauve, and I don't know. I have a copy of Persuasion that's kind of these colors on the cover, and I was looking at it and was inspired. So that's where Anne came from. I think
it's definitely one of the best Jane Austen works.
I think that might actually be my next read after I'm done with the ones I'm working on, because
it's my personal favorite.
I haven't read Persuasion in a really long time. My reread of Jane Austen is generally Pride and Prejudice. I know, so cliche, but I've always loved it. It was the first one I read. Yeah, I don't know.
It's popular for a reason. Like it's a really good book.
It really is. So, but that's Anne from Persuasion. So my next colorway is Abigail, also a character from Stardew Valley.
I like that.
We've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley around here recently. I can't get it to show very well. It looks blue, kind of.
It does look blue.
It's not blue at all. It's very much not blue. You can look on my Instagram and see a better picture, or maybe I'll put a better picture up here so you can actually see what the color looks like. But it's a beautiful purple, light purple, dark purple mixed up with a little bit of like a green spruce kind of quincy color, actually, and some brown mixed in. And it's really pretty. And I I was playing with mohair. I don't have mohair up in my shop yet, but I'm thinking I'm going to put it up before too long. I have some. I just haven't done it yet. But I have Abigail dyed up in mohair, and I was sitting next to the Twilight Princess. But again, you can't really. It's not. Maybe that's a little better. But they
A little bit. It's a little bit. It's getting a little washed out.
Yeah, sorry. But they look so good together. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but they're going to become something. I'm thinking, I was thinking of doing a t-shirt with some mosaic and having, or doing the gray, the whole shirt in gray with the purple mosaic underneath would look really cool.
That sounds pretty.
Yeah. So I have one more color, and I didn't think about the fact that we were doing this, and so I already balled it up, and I don't have any skein anymore. But this is my Orion colorway, and this, sorry.
It's hard to tell, but it's a beautiful blue.
Yeah, it's a really pretty blue. I'll put a picture up of this one too. And this is the color for my son's sweater. So this is the one I'm going to start on our camping trip, hopefully, designing for him. He's obsessed with light blue specifically. But it's got light blue and dark blue and bright blue all scattered throughout it. It's really pretty. I like it. So those are the new colors up in the shop. Go check them out. It's getting full over there. Yeah, fun times.
Good.
Yay! Yay! Do you have any other exciting news or anything worth chatting about?
Just everybody stay sane, keep writing, keep knitting, start a project.
Yeah. If you have kids that are home, embrace your hobbies. They will save you right now. It's yarn dyeing and knitting have really been I've been a knitter for a long time, but I have never knit with such intensity as I'm knitting right now. It's a lifesaver. Yeah. Find your hobby. Do your thing.
Do what you can to get through this.
Yeah. We'll come out on the other side with lots of sweaters, and we'll be warm.
And Christmas presents for everybody.
Yeah. I know what everyone's getting for Christmas this year. Figure out how to make hats.
Yep.
I've knit a lot of things. I've done a lot of socks. I've done a lot of sweaters, but for some reason, like the one thing that everyone's done, I've never knit a hat. So.
Yep. Same. We're gonna have fun learning how to knit hats.
Yeah, I'm sure it's super simple, and we're like, why haven't we just been doing this? But
so we'll have something to report on next time.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have cast on any hats, but
yeah, we'll find out.
I've even knit
gloves. All right, lovely. It's been delightful chatting with all of you.
Yes, thank you for joining us. It's been fun. We'll see you again in a couple of weeks. If you want to watch our previous video, go ahead and click and check that one out, and more to come. Hopefully one day we will be doing this sitting next to each other, but for now.
One day.
Until next time. Bye.
Bye.